10 reasons why your weight loss might be stalled on a ketogenic diet. Keto diet weight loss stall. As I have shared before, I take a somewhat lazy approach to keto since I don't track macros. This has worked for me for over 11 months. The reason I don't track is that I wanted food freedom, and I felt that monitoring every bite of food I put into my mouth would not afford the freedom I was seeking. That being said, I do believe if I had been more strict I might have lost weight a little faster. Even so, I chose the option I could stick to long term. Eating this way is easy for me, and I'm not tempted to quit. Also, I am very close to my goal weight, so that in itself means slower weight loss. However, there are times I've had to tweak my routine and have found several commonalities that may lead to a keto diet weight loss stall or slower weight loss. I've listed 10 reasons below why you might be experiencing a keto diet weight loss stall. 1. Carbs can be sneaky little buggers. Not having a real understanding of what you are eating can definitely cause a stall and slow weight loss. I have been counting carbs for the past 22 years simply because both my hubby and oldest daughter have type 1 diabetes. As a result, I can look at a plate of food and give you a pretty good idea of how many carbs are in it. But I know that most people don't have that experience, and counting carbs in foods is a brand new experience. Carbs can be sneaky too. For example, a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream may say it has 0 carbs on the label, but it has 0.5 grams per ounce, depending on brand. If the amount of carbs in food is less than 0.5 per serving, food manufacturers can list 0 carbs on the label, which can cause confusion when counting carbs. Most people eat more than 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, therefore the carb count can add up quickly, especially if you are unaware. Other foods that might fool you are certain spices, carrots, yogurt, onions, condiments, sauces, and dressings. You may even want to check your multivitamin for carbs. 2. Excessive artificial sweeteners. There are many alternatives to sugar that can be used when following a ketogenic diet, however, too many can cause stalls. I know I can get super excited about yummy keto treats, and before I know it, I am indulging too often and too much. If you find yourself stalling, perhaps it might be time to cut back on sweet treats and see if it makes a difference. 3. Nuts, and more nuts. Have you ever actually measured out a serving size of nuts? I feel like 1/4 a cup is about 4 bites. Yay, I'm pretty sure every time I've snacked on pecans I ate about 4 servings worth, which can make a huge difference. I'm not a big fan of measuring my food, but have found it necessary to eat a reasonable amount of nuts. 4. Stressed out. Stress affects everyone's body differently. Increased cortisol in our bodies can delay weight loss, increase hunger and cravings, and keep our bodies in a constant fight or flight mode. Even if you are doing everything right, the stress in your body could be causing a stall. In this case, it's time to target stressor and focus on steps you can take to reduce the impact of stress in your life. I know this is easier said than done, but recognizing it is a big step. 5. Fruit overload. Before I started following a ketogenic lifestyle, I thought that fruit, in any amount, was all natural and great for your body. I used to easily throw back several fresh gigantic peaches in the summer, or 1/4 of a watermelon at a time. I know now that fruits can be very high in carbs and need to be eaten in limited amounts. Although most people incorporate some berries in their ketogenic lifestyle, even they need to be enjoyed in limited quantities. 6. Mindless eating. Too much snacking. Having come from the mindset that I needed to eat every 2.5 hours, it took some time for me to adjust my thinking, because doing so creates a continual insulin response in the body, which is not the goal with keto. I've also had to be mindful not to snack while I cook then eat a big dinner. The longer I can go between meals, the better. Once you become fat adapted, this is much easier since you don't get hungry nearly as often. If you find yourself starving between meals and snacking often, there is a good chance you aren't eating enough fat at mealtimes. The longer you can go between meals, the better. 7. Calories matter. What and how much we eat does matter. High-fat foods in a keto diet are also usually high in calories. Pair high-fat meals with high-calorie snacks like cheese, nuts, and pork rinds, and if we aren't careful, we can easily consume way too many calories. If we're eating until we are satisfied at meals and only eating snacks when we are truly hungry, this may not be an issue, but if you aren't losing weight or are experiencing a stall, it is worth stepping back and paying more attention. 8. Give me more cheese, please. I have so enjoyed being able to enjoy cheese again after avoiding it for years. That being said, it is easy to load each meal with delicious, mouth-watering cheese and then more cheese. I've read that 4 ounces a day is a good limit if you are troubleshooting a stall or slow weight loss. 9. Don't discount sleep. Sleep is the silent component of the weight loss equation. Our bodies need sleep to function correctly. When we don't get enough sleep, we are more prone to hunger, weak discipline, and the risk of obesity is increased, just to name a few. 10. Underlying medical conditions. Sometimes there may be an underlying medical condition that is affecting weight loss. After making adjustments, if you still haven't seen any weight loss or loss of inches after several weeks, it may be a good idea to make an appointment with your doctor for a physical. Of course, this list is not comprehensive but a very basic list of why you might be experiencing a keto diet weight loss stall that should make troubleshooting simple. Over the past couple of weeks, I have drastically reduced the number of artificial sugars I was eating, have paid more attention to my sleep habits, I've even taken a couple of naps, drastically cut back on the amount of pecans I was snacking on, and have added tons of water and exercise to my daily routine. This may or may not make a huge difference for me since I am so close to my goal weight, but I certainly feel better, and my pants are getting looser. You can access all of my keto, low-carb recipes in my keto, low-carb recipe index or follow me on Pinterest for fabulous keto, low-carb recipe ideas. I'm also on Instagram here. If you are just getting started following a keto diet and would like more information, there are tons of fantastic resources. Amazon has several great books you may want to check out here. Disclosure: I am not a medical doctor or weight loss expert, and any advice should not be taken as such. I am only sharing my personal experience. Here is an Amazon keto list for many items you won't find in your local grocery store and fun snacks.